Hello, my name is Nicole. Today I want to talk about something powerful that continues to spark debates: celebrity death and media sensationalism. How the media turns celebrity deaths into spectacles? I think there's no better example than Michael Jackson. Why Michael Jackson? The world knew him as the king of pop, a legend who moonwalked across generations. But when he died in 2009, something shifted. His passing wasn't just news, it became chaos. First, let's take a look at the background. A death that shocked the world. Michael Jackson died on June 25, 2009, at just 50 years old. He was preparing for his big comeback stage, This Is It, but never made it to the stage. What's the official cause of death? Acute intoxication from propofol and sedatives? His death was ruled homicide due to medical negligence. This wasn't just a tragedy, it was surrounded by mystery, conspiracy, theories, and suspicion, and of course, the media went wild. There was 24/7 coverage, emotional, dramatic, and often invasive. This makes him a powerful case study in media sensationalism. He represents the extreme side of fame, globally loved, harshly criticized, and also deeply mourned. By exploring how his death was covered, we can better understand how the media shapes public memory, legacy, and even the truth, sometimes for better and sometimes for worse. As we can tell, Michael Jackson's death is a prime example of media sensationalism. The news coverage ran around the clock, filled with conspiracy theories and invasive speculation. Instead of focusing on the facts, headlines often highlighted misery, scandal, and drama, turning tragedy into spectacles. Next, we'll take a look at key arguments and perspectives. What issues did Michael's death reveal? The media's coverage of Michael Jackson's death was filled with sensationalism, focusing on shock and scandal over respectful reporting. Public grief was exploited for ratings, and conspiracy theories spread without evidence. The line between news and entertainment was blurred, as profit was prioritized over privacy. In the end, the media shifted from calling him controversial to portraying him as a tragic genius. There are some case study examples that I would really like to share. How did the media sensationalize his death? After Michael Jackson's death, the world saw 24/7 global news coverage, from live hospital scenes to emotional fans mourning outside. Example 2. Shortly after that, the posthumous documentary This Is It was released, earning over 260 million, turning grief into entertainment and also profit. At the same time, tabloids and social media exploded with conspiracy theories, many unverified, from fake death claims to murder plots. Interestingly, the headlines slowly shifted from scandal to legacy, reshaping how the world remembered him not just as a controversial figure, but as a musical icon. Scandal and sensationalism before his death. Before Michael Jackson passed away, the world had already judged him. He faced painful accusations, deeply serious ones. And though he was found not guilty, the damage was done. The media didn't wait for truth. They ran headlines filled with scandal, not compassion. They called him names, mocked his looks, and forgot he was just a human. This wasn't just news, it was cruelty disguised as entertainment. Michael's story shows us how the media can shape a legacy not with facts, but with fear, fame, and fiction. Let's not forget, behind every headline is a life. Now, I will talk about some personal reflection and critical insight. Was it tribute or exploitation? In my opinion, the media went too far in its coverage of Michael Jackson's death, turning public grief into a spectacle driven by profit. Instead of offering respectful and accurate reporting, many outlets relied on dramatized headlines and speculation. His passing was quickly commercialized with a surge in album sales, documentaries, and memorabilia. This behavior reflects a broader media trend where celebrity deaths are treated as entertainment. Celebrities die, and the media sees opportunity. It doesn't just happen to Michael Jackson, it's a pattern. Now, the question is, what can we learn from this? So, what can we learn? Behind every celebrity is a human life that deserves dignity. Michael Jackson's death is a powerful example of how the media can sensationalize tragedy. It shows how public emotion and fame are often turned into profit. And it reminds us, as audiences, as a fan, we need to stay critical, question the headlines, and always remember the human behind the fame. In a nutshell, after Michael's death, what followed wasn't just mourning, it was media chaos. Instead of honoring his legacy with truth and respect, the headlines turned the scandal. Conspiracy theories flooded the internet. Cameras just zoomed in on crying fans. His death became a story not of grief, but of profit. Michael's passing shows how easily the media blurs the line between mourning and monetization. It reminds us that behind every famous face is a person, someone who deserves dignity, not drama. And maybe that's the hardest truth to hold on to in a world obsessed with fame. As what I think, when Michael Jackson died, the world didn't just lose a superstar. It lost a kind, gentle, and deeply compassionate, not just a musical genius, but a humanitarian who cared deeply for children, the planet, and those in need human beings. Like the messages he wanted to bring out in his classic song, Heal the World, You Are Not Alone, and Black or White. As Michael himself once said, lies run sprints, but the truth runs marathons. So, it's up to us to chase that truth even when the cameras stop rolling. That's all for my speech. Thank you for watching.